Everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing yet another reading vlog for you guys, but I'm really excited about this one because it is finally December and I am very ready to get into some fun festive activities. I'm going to be reading some Christmassy books. I'm going to be putting up my tiny Christmas tree in my apartment. I'm going to set up my December reading journal theme, and I'm just going to drink a lot of hot chocolate because that sounds delicious. So yes, I'm very excited for this vlog, and I also have a very ambitious TBR. Seeing as this vlog is only gonna span like 2.5 days because it's already like 3 p.m. on Friday, there's a lot of books here, but if I don't get to all of them, that's fine, but I do want to have some fun options. For the most part, they're all rather on theme. There's one that's not, however, I have to read that book this weekend. Like, I can't, like, physically, I can't not read that book this weekend, so I'll talk about that in a second as well. First up, I have This Winter by Alice Oseman. This is like a Nick and Charlie novella. I have been saving this one for winter, obviously because it's called This Winter, since I got it in March, and I'm very excited that I can finally read it. However, I know this isn't like a cute, fuzzy holiday thing. I do believe this follows Charlie as he is dealing with his eating disorder and kind of the mental health repercussions that come along with that. I do love anything that involves Nick and Charlie, and I do feel like Alice Oseman always tackles these topics so well. So I do think this one is going to be great. I do have some other fun Christmassy romance books that I want to pick up. First up, a book that I definitely plan on reading this weekend is Just Like Magic by Sarah Hogel. The synopsis for this one sounds like really convoluted, but it also sounds really fun, and it's got like a little bit of magical realism in it almost, I guess. I don't exactly know how to classify it. I do believe that like the catalyst for this romance is that our main character plays a vinyl of the song All I Want for Christmas Is You backwards, and she manages to summon the holiday spirit, whose name is Hall, and I think there's a romance between the two of them. And I'm like, I don't exactly know what the dynamic is there, but we're gonna find out because it just sounds ridiculous enough to be like a really good time. So definitely hope to finish this one, and I don't even think it's like too long. It's a romance book, so it shouldn't take me long at all to read. And then I also wanted to throw on like a graphic novel or a manga because when I'm doing a lot of reading in a weekend, it is nice to have something to like break it up that's a little bit of a different format. But I wanted something that fit the theme, the vibe, you know, but I could not figure out what that was for the longest time until I was like, you're stupid. It's literally like in your room, you own it, it's right there. Why didn't you think of this before? And that is this Nightmare Before Christmas Zero's Journey manga situation, and it looks so fun, and I'm like, duh. But I am very excited about this one to see what it's like, and if I do like it, I think there's like a ton more in this series as well, so hopefully I do enjoy it. Because obviously I love Nightmare Before Christmas. While I do honestly see it more as a Halloween movie, it's also a Christmas movie. It's all subjective, really. So this one will also definitely be read. And then the last book that I'm going to be reading this weekend that I'm actually currently in the middle of is Gleam by Raven Kennedy. No, wait, no, which one is it? This is Glow by Raven Kennedy. This is the 4th book in the Plated Prisoner series. As you guys probably know, I have been very much enjoying this series recently. It is such a good time, and I am so excited to read some more of this book. I wouldn't say I'm loving it as much as I was loving the 3rd book in this series because there are a lot of POVs that are introduced into this book that you didn't really get in the previous books, and I do not care about these other POVs, honestly. I'm like, I don't want to know about the politics, you know? I don't want to know about this side romance that's going on. I just want to know about the main couple because I love them still. I'm so like, yes. And we're getting a lot of background on the love interest in this one too, and I'm like, normally I'm not into this kind of thing, but right now I am. So I'm just like, those parts are so good, but I don't like the other POVs. And I feel like I always have this problem in fantasy books. Like, I don't remember the last time I read a fantasy book where I was like gung-ho for every single POV. So I am going to be finishing this one this weekend. I think I'm on page like 231, but there's like 700 pages in this book, which seems like a lot, but honestly, like, it does not feel like it's a 700-page book. It'll literally take no time at all to read that. So anyway, it's like 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon right now. I don't really have a ton of time to read because me and my friends are gonna go to dinner later and watch like some movies and stuff afterwards. But until then, I'm gonna do some reading. So I think the first book I'm gonna start with is This Winter. It's very short. It's also got like little pictures in it, which I think is kind of fun, and I really don't think this is gonna take me any time at all to read, so I'm gonna start with this one, and then I think I'm going to read some more of Glow because I really want to read some more of Glow. Anyway, so this has been quite a lengthy intro. Oh man, I'm not even done. Hang on. I forgot I have a package. I think it's off of my Amazon wish list, so obviously gotta put it in the video. So we're gonna get into the vlog in a moment. Don't you worry. Ooh, this is, oh my god, it's so pretty. This is from Dina, and she said, I thought of you when I saw this at Target and wanted to get it for you. I was so excited to see it on your wish list so I could get it for you. Love watching your videos. You're my favorite. Thank you so much, Dina. That's so sweet. And she got the Demon in the Wood, which is like a Shadow and Bone graphic novel. And it's actually, oh, it's so stunning. Like, look at the naked hardcover. It's so pretty. I also love the art style in this. I think it's really cool. If you guys don't know, this is like a graphic novel version of the Darklings like origin story, and I just think that's such a cool concept, and I will definitely be picking this up in December. Again, thank you so much, Dina. I'm so excited about this. So we're gonna get into it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I'm so excited to do all of my fun Christmassy activities. It's like 4 o'clock now, and I did just finish This Winter. I don't know if I'm gonna give this one a rating or not. Like, I'm either gonna give it a 5 stars or a no rating because it's so short. Like, it's seriously very short. There's like this large chunk of it back here that is just like an excerpt from Solitaire, and like the story is just like this. There's a lot of like pictures and there's like text streams and whatnot in there, which I really like that being thrown in. Honestly, petition for more books to have like pictures in them. You know what I'm saying? Not like a picture book, but like every now and then throw a little illustration in there and I will automatically like buy that book. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so much more fun that way. But overall, I don't know if I have too much to say about this book because it is rather short. I did, however, like that you get the perspectives from all of the Spring siblings in here. So you have Charlie's older brother Tori, and then Charlie's, and then their younger brother Oliver's, which his was funny because it was just like, I just want to play Mario Kart. You know, I was like, dude, me too. But I always feel like Alice Oseman represents mental health in a really real and accurate way, and I always like reading about it when she does it. So yeah, it definitely tackles some tough topics, but it does have a little heartwarming scene towards the end. So if you like Heartstopper, I would recommend picking this one up. I definitely like this one a lot more than the other novella that they have, which is just called Nick and Charlie. I really wasn't a huge fan of that one, but this one I did enjoy. So it's like 4 o'clock now, and I don't think I have to leave here until like 6:40, so I do have a decent chunk of time to read. So I think I'm going to jump back into Glow because I really want to read some more of it, and I'm very excited to do so. So I'm going to jump back into Glow, read a bit of that, and then I'll give you guys an update later. So it is quite a bit later, and I've been doing some reading of, I keep wanting to call this book Gleam. It's not Gleam, it's Glow. But I have made it up to 48%, and I think I've read 150 pages of it maybe. We've been getting so much background on our two main characters, and I'm really enjoying it. I really like the way that Raven Kennedy reveals information about their past, because you do get a lot of it, but she's spread it over like these 4 books really well, and I just really like the slow trickle of information almost. So far in this book, we have been getting a lot of background on the love interest. You kind of saw him from the time he was like 8, and then there were a couple flashbacks from when he was 15. And I think there's still some gaps to be bridged there, but I also really like well, not like, because it's not good, but you're kind of seeing the abusive relationship that he had with his father and how he's going to use his own experience to help Oren work through her issues with abuse. And I just love their relationship so much. So I just love getting to know so much about their past. I feel like it really makes me understand them as characters, and I wish more books would go like this in depth with character background info because it's just so interesting. I've really been enjoying this last 150 pages. We also haven't gotten too many POVs that like aren't outside of the main two, so I'm like, yeah, that's good right there. However, there is this one thing happening in this other POV and I was like, no way. Like, I might have to start paying attention to this POV now because what's going on? So many things are going on. It's definitely setting up like a rather large plot point, and I'm interested to see if anything is really gonna happen with it in this book or if we're gonna have to wait until the next book in this series, and I'm very excited to see that because there are things that I think might happen at the end of the series and things that I would just like to happen at the end of the series. And this is kind of like the first taste or hint or whatever that something to the effect of what I'm hoping will happen is happening, if that makes sense. And I just like, I love this series so much. I feel like every time I go to pick it up and read some more, I'm just like so transported into this world and engrossed in what is going on, and I'm very excited to finish this book. But I'm also really sad to finish this book because this is the 4th book in the series and it's a 5-book series, but the 5th book doesn't come out until next June. So I'm like, what am I gonna do when I finish this book? Cry? I don't know. However, because I'm reading it now and it doesn't come out for another 6 months, I think that will warrant a reread in the summer, which is exciting because I would love to like reread, maybe not the first book. I don't know if I'd reread the first one, to be honest, but I would reread the second one for sure because there's so many things happening in the second book that it would just make so much more sense. And like, I would pick up on so much more if I really knew like what was going on and like what has been revealed about certain things, and I would love to reread the second one. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself because I haven't even finished the 4th one yet. So yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna be able to finish this book up tomorrow. Right now it's like 6:25, so I do need to leave soon, but when I get back I'll probably read some more, and then I'll probably read some more tomorrow morning. And I love this series so much. I'm gonna stop talking about this series because I feel like I've been talking about it a lot. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna go. Yeah, great update. All right, good morning everybody. It is like Saturday morning at 11 and I do have a little bit of an update on Glow for you guys because I have been reading a little bit this morning. I think I've read like 80 or so pages since the last time I talked to you guys, and we have been learning so much about a certain character's backstory. It is really interesting, but it's also really sad because you're seeing like the abuse that they witnessed within their own family and the abuse that they like endured themselves, which is heartbreaking. Honestly, it makes me want to cry. But I do love seeing how they're taking those past experiences and using them to better themselves and the ones that they care for. Like, I feel like this book has really been focused on like one character's backstory, and I'm loving getting all the information about them because I've been having so many questions about so many things, and I feel like I've really gotten a lot of answers, and it's very satisfying. But like I said, it's also really sad. So according to Kindle, I have 300 pages left, and that's like 4-ish hours of reading. So I don't know if I'm gonna finish it up today. I don't know if I'm mentally ready to finish it up today and be done with this series for now. So I do think I'm gonna read like a little bit of it today, but I'm mainly going to focus on other books, and then I'll finish up Glow like tomorrow potentially. So let's talk about the other books that I'd like to get to today. I want to read both of these. Actually, not quite, because I don't think I'm going to be able to finish Just Like Magic today, but I do want to finish this because it's a manga, obviously, and I'm very excited to get to it. I think it's going to be fun, but I do just want to get a start in this because I do want to do some Christmassy things today. So I was like, I should probably start reading one of the Christmas books I have. It's just gonna be like fun, fluffy, cute. It'll be a good time, hopefully, but probably won't finish it. Aiming to get like halfway, but like who knows, honestly. So I'm gonna aim to make some progress in all 3 of these today, actually. So we'll see how that goes. Currently, like I said earlier, it's like 11 a.m. right now, and me and Elaine are watching Vampire Diaries tonight. Obviously, like, you already know it's coming, but I'm so sad because this is one of the last times that we're gonna be able to have our Saturday night Vampire Diaries watch night because she's graduating this semester, and I'm so sad about it. but I'm just not gonna think about it, and like it's fine, you know, like everything is fine. And we're also gonna watch Zootopia as well, which is like a really quite the dichotomy there. But her friend was telling her about this stuff on TikTok where people were comparing Crescent City to Zootopia, and like we read Crescent City together over the summer, and ever since then we were like, we should watch Zootopia because we want to compare them. I have no idea if it's gonna be like similar whatsoever, but I'm getting the vibes that it might be. We'll report back on that because it sounds so ridiculous, but I think it'll be fun nonetheless. And then obviously we're gonna watch Vampire Diaries, so she's probably gonna come over at like 4, so I do have like 5 hours. However, I do want to do some decorating for Christmas because I think that'll be really fun. However, I'm literally only gonna have these decorations up until I like go back home for Christmas break in less than 2 weeks, so I'm gonna take them down very quickly. But I thought it would be fun to like jazz this space up a bit. But first, I do want to go to some store that has like Christmas decorations because I want to get black ornament balls because I have like a white tree, so I think that the black ornaments would stand out really well against the white, and also it'd be kind of spooky that way. So I think that is what I'm going to do. So obviously I would take you guys along and we can do a little bit of Christmas decor shopping. I thought that could be fun. And then I'm gonna come back and set up my tree, and then I'm finally going to read. I'm not in like a huge reading mood, but I wouldn't say I'm like not in a reading mood, but I'm just not gonna like sit down and read all day because that doesn't really sound like something I want to do. But I do want to read this because I am very excited to get to this, because obviously, and I'm just excited to see what the story's like because I have no clue. So that'll be fun, and then I'll probably make a little bit of progress in this. But like I'm mainly excited about reading Glow, but I don't want to finish Glow, so I'm at an impasse here and I don't know what to do with that. But I'm just going to not think about it for a little bit, and we're gonna go get some Christmas decorations and decorate. Hello all, I am back. It's like 12:15 right now, and oh my god, the amount of people that were at Hobby Lobby today. I never want to think about it again. I'm scarred, I'm traumatized frankly, but I did get some footage and I got some stuff. So let me quickly show you what I got because I am excited about some of these things because they're so cute. Well, mainly this one. I got these butterflies. They're like white and sparkly, and the more that I think about it, the more I'm kind of thinking that these might just get lost on the tree, but I would use these to decorate any time of the year, so it's perfect. I also picked up these black ornament balls. They're like the perfect size because my tree is kind of like smaller. We got some sparkly ones, we got the matte ones, we got the shiny ones. It'll be perfect. I picked up these mini lights. There's like a count of 20 of them to put various places in the kitchen because I want more light in the kitchen, and I think these will be good for that. And then finally I got this usually like isn't my vibe, but I saw this little ornament and I thought it was so cute, and it was only $5 and everything was 60% off, so I was like, I can't not get it. Look at this little tray of cookies. Oh my god, and they're sparkly. I couldn't not. But I also brought in my box of Christmas decor that I brought from my house. So we also have, please, I'll get to my favorite thing in a second, but first of all, I have this little headband that I stole from my freshman year dorm. Don't tell anybody, but they're so cute. I thought I could show you some of the Christmas decorations I have, starting with nobody should be surprised at what I'm about to show you. These are ornaments that me and my roommate from last year made, and they're Twilight themed, obviously, because me and her binged all the movies in one night because she'd never seen them before. And then we went through this like period of time where we were both obsessed, and we're still kind of both obsessed. Well, I mean, like, I know I'm obsessed, but I don't know if I can speak for her. But we made these atrocious Christmas ornaments, And it's the meme of Robert Pattinson standing in the kitchen, but he's sparkly because like, duh. You know what I'm saying? I never got the chance to put this on my tree because I never put like a hook on it, but I'm going to figure out a way to put this in my tree because it just feels right. Like, is this the dumbest thing ever? Yeah, but it's so good. I have these tiny trees that are kind of fun. Oh, I have earrings in here. That's fun. I mean, I'm already wearing, oh, they're so loud. I'm already wearing like these, everything's so loud. I'm already wearing like these little snowflake earrings, but I do have these bell earrings, which I might bust out at some point in time. I don't think I really have anything else like of note in here, aside from just like various ornament balls and random stuff. I have this garland that I can put on the tree. This is kind of fun. I like that. It is a mess. This little Santa says no. I think it's a, yeah, this is like a salt shaker or a pepper shaker, I guess. And my friend has the other half of it. So she has L, so it says no L. But the thing that I'm probably gonna use is my tree topper, which is this really weird Santa head, but he has like a hole in the bottom of him. So I've been using it as a tree topper these last few years because I don't have like an actual tree topper. So this is what we're working with. Anyway, I'm gonna get to decorating. I think I'm gonna keep the headband on because when else am I gonna wear it, you know? And yeah, I have decided that I'm gonna put my tree down here. I think I'm gonna put it where I have this lamp in the kitchen, and then I'm gonna move the lamp over there. But I think it'll be cute there. And it'll like be up so you can like actually see it well. So yes, hoping that my tree like still works though, because I don't remember the last time I plugged it in. So I'm going to, where's my phone? I'm gonna put on some Christmas music. I think I'm gonna put on, again, Ariana Grande's Christmas album, Christmas and Chill. It's my favorite Christmas album. I am not like a huge fan of traditional Christmas music. So when Ariana Grande dropped this album, I was like, she gets it. Like, she just gets it. And I love this album so much. So I'm gonna listen to this. And we're gonna decorate. Clearly my tree is done. I'm obsessed with it. I love that I found a way to put my Twilight ornament up. I also did a little bit of decorating on our TV stand, and I think it could be better. I don't have a ton of Christmas decorations, honestly, but I kind of like how that looks. It looks better than it normally does, so I'll take it. Also, I have this fun little Christmas glass that I got from Dollar General a few days ago. I mean, it was actually $1.25, so like, kind of rip off, but I got 2 of them because I think they're so cute. I love the little designs on them. Honestly, I had such a good time decorating. Like, this is really fun. So however, the decorating for now is done because I'm out of decorations. So currently it's like 1:30. I'm gonna make some lunch really quickly, and then I think I'm gonna start one of the books. So yes, those are the plans for the rest of the day, and I will talk to you guys a bit later with some sort of a reading update, I guess. so I just finished Zero's Journey, and honestly, it was really cute. It's nothing groundbreaking, but I do think if you enjoy Nightmare Before Christmas and you want like different content for it, I would recommend. I just thought it was fun, so I think that's all I have to say. Mainly it follows Zero as he accidentally goes into Christmas Town, and that's where like the majority of these stories take place, and it was just kind of cute. Although all the people in Christmas Town talk in rhymes, and I don't know if I ever noticed that in the movie, slash if any residents of Christmas Town even talked enough for me to figure that out, but I thought it was kind of a fun thing to throw in there. But by the same token, it kind of irritates me like just a little bit, but it was definitely just like fun, you know. I think they have like quite a few other volumes of this, so I would definitely consider picking some up, because honestly I just really like the cover art for this. Like him in his little Santa hat, so cute, and then you have Jack on the back. I think I'm gonna go update my reading journal really quickly, and then I'm gonna start reading some of Just Like Magic. I don't think I'm gonna get very far into it because it's already 3 o'clock and Elaine's gonna come over in like an hour, but I do want to make some progress. And I guess I'll just update you with like some initial thoughts on this in a bit. Okay, so I have made it like 30 pages into Just Like Magic, and this book is so interesting. Like, it feels like a mild fever dream because just like so many things are going on. There's been a lot of like pop culture references, which I don't personally have a problem with. I mean, I don't love them, but they don't like really impact a book for me. But I know some people don't like pop culture references in their books, so I would like keep that in mind. But our main character, she was like kind of an influencer, I suppose. I think she literally just went broke because she's stupid. It's like, you kind of deserve it. How do you waste $10 million? Like, come on now. She's incredibly annoying and selfish and narcissistic, but I know that that's the point because we want to see her grow and develop as she starts to feel the holiday magic or something to that effect. So I'm interested to see if her character arc seems natural, because obviously it's going to be like a complete 180. Typical holiday movie situation, but I do really like the incorporation of like magic into this world, because apparently the holiday spirit that she summoned, whose name is Hall, he used to be like an incorporeal mass just floating out, bringing joy to people. And I was just sitting there like, who's coming up with this stuff? It's just so like strange, but in a good way, because it's kind of entertaining, you know. It definitely got like right into it with this whole holiday spirit summoning situation, which I appreciate. Literally in like the first 15 pages, weirdness was happening. So yeah, these 30 pages have gone by really quickly. I really hope I enjoy the rest of it. I feel like I will, because it's like a contemporary romance, but there's magic in it. So usually that is something I enjoy. So I have high hopes for this one. So it's like 3:45 right now. Elaine's gonna come over at some point in time. I'm gonna read Just Like Magic until she gets here, but then after we watch Vampire Diaries and she leaves again, I'm going to pick back up glow. I'm not gonna finish it tonight because I still have like 4 hours left and I'm not gonna have that much time to read. But I do just really want to make some progress in it, and I'm excited to see what's gonna happen at the end of it, because I hope it's nothing too dramatic, because if there's a cliffhanger, I will cry. Because like 6 months, I can't wait 6 months. I can't start thinking about it. If you guys have any like really addictive fantasy romance series, I would prefer like a longer series, please let me know, because I feel like I'm just gonna be so empty. Once I finish the 4th book in this series, I'm like, what am I gonna do after it, you know? So if you have any series that are like similar to the Plated Prisoner series, or like ACOTAR, or any of like the good fantasy romance series, you know, let me know, because I'm so close to just like rereading ACOTAR instead. But I do want to find like a new series to start, you know. Although my friend Elaine, I recently got her to start reading A Court of Thorns and Roses, and she loves it, and we've been talking about it so much. So every time we bring it up, I'm like, do I do a reread? And then I'm like, no, it hasn't even been a full year since you read it the first time. Although I do have A Court of Thorns and Roses back here, so I'm not gonna start it. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Next year I probably will reread it at some point. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I will probably talk to you guys tomorrow. I have exciting plans tomorrow. Not really. I think they're exciting, mainly just because I am going to be setting up my, what is it called? Words are escaping me. December reading journal kind of theme spreads. I think I'm gonna do like 2, just because I really like the theme and like the pictures and stuff that I have for it. I love like doing the typical spreads for any given month. Like in October, I'm gonna do something Halloweenish. In December, it's gotta be Christmassy or wintry. So I decided to go for like well, kind of just generally snowy things, but they're like darker, if you can like see that. So it's like magical Hogwarts castle winter situation, plus just like other general winter pictures. So I'm excited to kind of set that up. I'm gonna do like a collage style with it, and I'm gonna write like a little TBR, and I'm just so excited to set it up. Like, the way I've been doing my reading journal recently, I've just been really enjoying it, because it's very low maintenance, but it still gives me an opportunity to like have things to fill out and like boxes to check or whatever, and like that's the best part. So I'm gonna set that up tomorrow morning, I think, and then tomorrow I have reading to do. Hopefully I can finish Just Like Magic this weekend, but if I don't, that's fine too. I'm going to go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, so it is a bit later, and I do have an update on Just Like Magic. I also have my Kindle down here to provide some nice upward lighting, you know what I'm saying? So I've made it to page 66 of this book, and honestly, I'm really enjoying it. Like, I don't love our main character. I think she's incredibly annoying, and I do think that's the point. However, I do really enjoy Sarah Hogel's writing. Like, overall, the story is just so, like, really weird and random, but I am very much entertained by it, and I think it's really fun. One thing I found really funny was they were talking about like the rules of Hall's magic, because he can grant wishes for our main character. What's her name? Betty. Her name's Betty. And like the main, like the biggest rule, and it's like you just can't do it, like not allowed, is that you can't bring the McRib back when it's not in season. And like, it was just so like out of left field, and it was just so random that I lost it. It was like, it was so funny, honestly. And there are so many things like that in this book. It honestly gives me the vibe of watching an episode of Gilmore Girls, almost. Not in like the setting or like the characters or anything, but like the quick snappy remarks and like all the pop culture references. It's like, my god, it never stops, honestly. Which I have, I know I said earlier that I don't mind pop culture references, but it is heavy in this book. Let me tell you, like, there are so many of them. And I don't really mind like older pop culture references. Like, our main character was talking about how she loves movies with Cary Grant. I was like, girl, me too. But I don't like the current ones really, because I do think it does date the book, even though this is like it came out this year. I'm like, I don't want to think about this year, you know? Like, I don't care about these things. It also talks about social media a lot, which I really don't like social media being like involved in books either. But like, obviously our main character is like a celebrity influencer type thing, so I'm not surprised. But I don't love that aspect of it. And if you didn't have this like really weird and random magical realism element to it, I don't think I'd be enjoying it that much. But because it does have that, I am having a good time reading this book. Basically, the overall plot so far has been, you know, she like conjured Hall. She's getting revenge on all of her enemies, I guess. I don't know. But she actually has to go spend the week with her family. But she's not feeling in the Christmas spirit. But Hall's gonna come with her and like act as her boyfriend for the week and try to like help her regain the Christmas spirit and all that fun stuff. So fake dating. I was like, wow, who would have thought? I didn't even see it coming. But I'm interested to see what the result of this book is gonna be, because like obviously I think it's a romance. So I'm like, is she gonna get with the holiday spirit? Like literally. It's just, I don't even know. Like, there's definitely a lot of things that I don't like about it, but there are a lot of things that I do. So yeah, I think this might be all that I read for now. I will probably, I know I said I was gonna talk to you guys tomorrow earlier, but every time I'm like, oh, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, I always end up having something else to say. So now I'm gonna talk to you guys tomorrow because Elaine's gonna get here soon and we're gonna watch Vampire Diaries and Zootopia. So it'll be a good time. Hello everybody, it is Sunday afternoon right now. It's like almost 4 p.m. so I've done a really bad job at updating, but like I haven't really been doing too much, so it's all good. So I did make my journal spreads this morning and I do really like them. This one's my favorite though because I love this little like collage and like the blues and stuff that are going on in here. Very functional but very cute, you know what I'm saying? I am not 100% happy with this second page. Like, it's just not quite what I was envisioning, but I still do really like it. And also, yes, I did put books on this TBR that I've already finished in December, but I was planning to read them in December anyway, so like I just wanted some boxes to check off. I have read a decent chunk of Glow today. I think I have like 100 pages left maybe, so I'm definitely gonna finish it up. Overall, I have been enjoying this book so far. It's definitely feeling like a 4-star at this point. Like, I don't think anything's gonna live up to the third book because the third book was so good. This one just hasn't been as interesting. Like, I do enjoy the character background that this story has given. However, at this point in time, I am like slightly bored. Like, not a ton. Okay, well, like, things are happening. There's like a war on the horizon, a lot of politics and stuff, which I do enjoy some of that, and I do think Raven Kennedy is doing a good job at like balancing like the fantasy and the romance aspect of it. But like when they're talking about like politic-y things, I'm like, I'm just gonna check out for a bit. I'll be back soon. I am excited to see how this book is going to end, because the last book kind of had like a cliffhanger-y bit. So I'm like, this is the 4th book in this series, and I would assume this one is also kind of gonna have a cliffhanger-y bit at the end. So I'm very excited to see what is going to happen that will cause there to be a cliffhanger bit. So there's my update on Glow for now. I have done no other reading since I've talked to you. I don't even know what I've been doing today, honestly. A lot of nothing. But it's fine. I don't know if I'm really gonna be able to finish any other books in this vlog aside from Glow, because I only have like an hour and a half left of that book, I think. But I think my plan for the afternoon is going to be to stop reading Glow for a bit here, because I know as soon as I finish that book, I'm just gonna be in like a mini book hangover slump, whatever. So I'm gonna pause on her so I can hopefully read some more of Just Like Magic. I think I'm gonna go downstairs and make some hot chocolate. I'm gonna read this book, and it's gonna be a good time. And I think I updated you last night. I made it to page 70 of this book, so I don't think I'm gonna finish it in this vlog, but that's fine too. So yes, also last night me and Elaine did watch Zootopia, and the whole time I was like, maybe this is kind of like Crescent City. Like, obviously not. Like, did Sarah J Maas rip off Zootopia to write Crescent City? No. But there were like a lot of parallels. I was like, I think they're onto something. It was honestly just like so funny, because every 5 seconds we were like, oh my god, that was in Crescent City. It was just so ridiculous, but it was a good time. We also watched Vampire Diaries, which is always such a good time. We're in the middle of season 4 right now, or actually I think we're nearing the end of season 4. And season 4 is when shit goes down, let me tell you. And all of it is just so like sad and angsty, but I'm eating it up, you know? Like, I've seen it like 3 times already, but I'm like, will I watch this again? Yeah, absolutely I will. It is just so good. And I just feel like Vampire Diaries is going to be a show that I revisit like my entire life. Like, I was sitting there last night, I was like, I hope I'm watching this show when I'm 50, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never want to get to a point in my life where I don't enjoy Vampire Diaries, because it would just be a shame if that happens. So hopefully that will not happen. So just got on a tangent about Vampire Diaries, but it's so good. Anyway, I'm gonna go downstairs, I'm gonna make some hot chocolate, it's gonna be delicious, and I'm gonna read some more of this, and then after that I'm gonna read some more of Glow. So yes. Okay, so I've been reading a little bit more of Just Like Magic. I'm on page 112 now. And I mean, I'm not hating it, but I am kind of getting sick of all of like the pop culture references and stuff. And it is just so like random almost. Like I don't know, none of these characters feel real in any capacity. And obviously like Hall isn't real because he's a holiday spirit, and I don't expect for him to feel real, but like none of these other characters feel real. And I don't know if it's because they're like celebrities, so I just like don't relate to that life, or if like, I don't know, like our main character is just terrible and awful in every way. And we have been getting like some background as to things that happened with her last boyfriend, so we're kind of seeing why she is so angry at the world all the time, which is completely justified because like he's a piece of trash. But that doesn't excuse the fact that she's just like awful. And like sometimes it's kind of funny, but most of the time I'm like, nobody would say this or think this. This is not what I was expecting from this book, like whatsoever. Every time I turn the page, I'm just like, what's going on? And I like, it's funny, but it's too much, I think, you know, like just every page, it's just a lot. So I'm not hating it, but it's just, there's a lot going on in this book. It's like, I'm definitely enjoying it more than I probably would if this was a normal romance. So I'm going to read some more of this, and then I'm going to read some more of Glow and probably finish it, honestly. Let me see how much time I have left on this. I literally have an hour and 14 minutes left in the book, so I am going to finish that up today. I'll probably give you an update when I finish Glow, so I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, so I just finished Glow, and I think I'm definitely gonna be giving it a 4 stars. I loved like most of this book, but there are a few like POVs that I wasn't really vibing with, but for the most part, I still really enjoyed this book. The ending was like exactly what I wanted to happen, and it was very satisfying, and I'm so excited to see what's gonna go down in the 5th and final book, but I have to wait 6 months to figure it out because it literally comes out on June 6th, I think. It could be a lot worse. Like, I feel like at least there is another book announced in the series and we know when it's gonna come out, so I'm gonna look for a bright side right now because I don't know what to do with myself. What I really need to do is find more fantasy romance series to dive into, because I just like, I think this series has reignited my love for fantasy romance, and like it hasn't really like gone away, but I haven't been this obsessed with the series in a minute. But I think I'm done reading for tonight. Actually, I was gonna read some more of Just Like Magic, but I'm gonna let this book have her moment in my head, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll pick up some of Just Like Magic tomorrow morning, and I will end the vlog tomorrow morning as well. So I'm gonna go. Hello and good morning, everybody. It is Monday morning and I'm here to end the vlog really quickly because I am not going to be doing any more reading today because I have so much stuff to do, like school-wise, and I haven't been doing it over the weekend, so unfortunately I gotta get into it. But I thought I could give you my last update on Just Like Magic. I did not make it as far as I was wanting to, but I did make it up to page 127, so I think I'm like a third of the way-ish through the book. And the more I read it, the more I hate it. Well, maybe not like hate it, but the characters in this are just so unbelievably irritating. And they're all like celebrities, like they're influencers or actors or whatever. And like, they're all just terrible. And I'm like, I don't want to read about these people. And I understand that they're supposed to be like the worst people, but like they seriously are. And our main character is also kind of awful, but based on what her family's like, I see why she's awful. However, I do really enjoy Hall and like the magic that he brings into this world. It's just so, again, like random, but it's kind of fun. And I like his character because he's just so like fun and bubbly all the time, which is it's quite the contrast to the other people that are in this book, and I think that's needed. I don't know if I'll finish this like later this week or if I'll finish it in my next vlog. I'm not sure, but you will hear my final thoughts at some point. So there's that one. And then I also finished 3 other books this week. So the first book that I finished was This Winter by Alice Oseman. I enjoyed this one. I thought it was a nice read, lots of good mental health rep, but then there's also like a little, you know, nice Christmassy scene towards the end, so this one was good. Then I also read Zero's Journey, which was also just really cute, really good for the season, and I liked the art style. It was fun. And then I finished Glow by Raven Kennedy. Clearly like the standout favorite for the vlog. I feel like I've been spending most of my time talking about that one, but I'm gonna give it a 4 stars because there were some bits of it that I wasn't like super invested in, but for the most part I really did enjoy it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I had such a good time filming it. I love the footage I have of putting on my Christmas tree. Like, I just think it's so fun, so I hope you guys enjoy as well. And I just had a really nice and chill weekend reading some books that I've been excited about. So again, I really hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. If you did, please do let me know down below what books you have been reading recently, or if you've read any of the books that I read in this vlog. What did you think of them? I'd love to know. I'm all ears, so I'm going to let you guys go, and I will see you in my next vlog.